Whereas Gen.G are trying to compete and win a grand final with, to be honest, not even close to the same level of synergy. It's not even comparable. They don't have 365 days of experience with each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, brand new squad. You know, all three players have never played with each other before, where, yeah, you bring in Mist, but Firstkiller and Typical played together last season, obviously, and I'm sure they've played together in ranked or whatever you have it, but either way, right now, FaZe Clan, they're just,
oh boy.
Oh, nice save from Jack to get that one out, but FaZe Clan, they're not forcing anything. Whatever that ball is giving them on the field, they're just taking it and running with it, where it just feels like Gen.G continues to try and force the issue.
It does help that Firstkiller continuing to play out of his mind here in the grand final. Nolly, little poke towards the net. Typical times it well. Apparently Jack, just a floater. Hoping that maybe something good will come of it. Drop down in front. Mist is all over it. Read the bouncer perfectly. That's the other problem. You may be able to beat the first guy who's got a decent line on you, but the support defense of FaZe has just been phenomenal.
Great control there by Chronic. He got bumped by Firstkiller and was somehow able to maintain his composure, follow through on that touch on that ball, and get that clear all the way downfield. Great infield pass. Better shot, not able to be stopped. And apparently Jack puts Gen.G up 1.
Try as you might, Firstkiller, you've been reading the game well. You saw this one coming, but that is tough to save. Faced in the wrong way. Shots over both shoulders available. Makes the cut to the big side of the net. And unfortunately gets it over the back shoulder. Could never stop it. Beautiful placement. As Gen.G going to call for a pause, it would appear. And we will get information to you guys regarding that as soon as we know what it is. As Gen.G starting off with a banger there from apparently Jack, and took all everything they had really to finally break them down. Caught Firstkiller maybe edging forward a little too far forward. I think if he was any further back, he might actually make that save, but thankfully for them, Gen.G finally find a way to get through those goalposts and through that three-headed Hydra of the FaZe Clan defense. As we will jump back in to Game 5 of the Grand Finals.
And we need to see more of that from Gen.G. Not just infield passes, but passing plays in general to try and get someone from FaZe Clan to jump out of defense, because as we have seen, that three-headed Hydra on defense, nearly impossible to get past.
It goes back to what you were talking about, feeling like Gen.G maybe trying to force things a little bit too much on offense, and that's just a product of how FaZe are playing the ball. I mean, they are winning the ball a lot on some of the challenges.
Oh my gosh.
That's almost in? Okay.
Kidding me.
I thought he put that in for a second.
I did too. Uh-oh.
Oh, awkward.
Not good.
And that's what we're talking about. Like, apparently Jack, he doesn't have another choice right there, and now he's trying to execute, find a way through, and the approach from Firstkiller limits all the Firstkiller. That's twice now today. It limits all of their options as Mist just comes storming through. Gen.G kind of stutter on the goal line, and they get equalized.
And take note, because this is how you put the defense in a blender. They got him going from left to right, right to left, up and down, and got him dizzy. And FaZe Clan tie us right back up.
Timing very solid from FaZe on their approach. Apparently Jack needs a little help from his teammates to regain possession, and Mist just sits on that challenge, steals that corner boost again. FaZe more than happy to take away as many options as possible from Gen.G. Firstkiller. To himself off the ceiling, coming along at it was Mist as well, and this could be a chance, but unfortunately the ball's just not in a playable spot for anybody on Gen.G, and FaZe has all the time in the world to reset.
Oh, nice demo there from apparently Jack. Chronic launches it a little bit too high. If he puts that one on target, surely Gen.G goes up by 2, but missed there for the save off of his own crossbar. Gonna push this one right towards Firstkiller. And I love how they're always looking forward for a teammate to get that clear downfield, as opposed to just launching it and going for those booming clears.
Gen.G pressing here, typical. Out to the middle, and apparently Jack just a little too close, can't catch it cleanly. Firstkiller steals away. Apparently Jack will double take the boost just to prevent FaZe from stealing it. Dumped into the middle. Free ball here for Gen.G. Got to handle it well. Actually kind of drops it, and Typical's going to come pick his pocket and take it all the way to the bank.
Yeah, not the greatest touch at all from apparently Jack there. That one gets way too far in front of him. He needed a much softer touch, and just a perfect shot from Typical. Going far post and in, and more importantly, putting FaZe Clan up by 1. And might I remind you, they're on match point.
So FaZe have an option here. Only a minute and a half remaining. Could kind of sit a little bit further back, but does that give Gen.G too many chances? Because you have seen Gen.G make some excellent pushes towards your net. Sitting there camping on the back line may just be allowing a little too much. So do you take the risk here? As Typical, nice little floater towards the goal line. Apparently Jack ready and waiting. Actually, finally, somebody's through Firstkiller, totally uncontested. As
great follow-up.
Jack, and there it is. Stall it out, waste the clock. Time management to a T for FaZe right now.
Oh, Chronic going up for that challenge, and all things considered, his first time ever being in a grand finals. Got to tip your cap over to Chronic, dealing with the pressure, dealing with all of the expectations. Coming in, and FaZe Clan just looking too good, but right now, here comes Chronic. Gen.G in tow. They need one to bring us into overtime. Typical denies, but Nolly keep things alive. Gen.G, one last shot at getting this game all tied up.
Is to waste more time off the clock, jamming it here into this corner. Dumped out to the middle. Nolly has to hop over him. Typical pressing it hard and does not get the second touch. Apparently Jack to Chronic. There's miss down to the floor. Typical kept it alive for whatever reason. FaZe wants to score one more. Firstkiller will finish the fall open with an exclamation point, and FaZe Clan will win for a second year running the first regional of the season.
They are the fall kings right now. Great job to FaZe Clan taking down the fall open, and big smiles across all of their faces. And brings me so much joy to see this team succeed. There's been so many expectations put on them, especially Firstkiller throughout the years, and to see him lock down that #1 spot, just say nothing but well done. And speaking of well done to this Gen.G team. Coming in, brand new squad, less than 2 weeks old essentially, and making it all the way to our grand finals.